Welcome to the doghouse. I'm going to talk a little bit tonight about integrity. How many people out there think integrity has become a second nature to a lot of people? We have forgotten how to be the word integrity in our lives. We have taken a back seat so many times to what needs to be done. And what I mean by that is I don't need integrity to do this. Guess what? Integrity means you're doing something right. Refusing to have integrity is you're doing something wrong. And people have a tendency, and all of us do to a point, be wrong. And our integrity is low. But most people know how to correct that and will stop doing that. Others will not. I see people on here on several channels, uh, some in Otter Creek. Some of these people have no integrity at all. And other places, it's just not there. It's just a general view of what I've seen. People go out, they have no integrity. They put money over integrity, which means they're putting money over people, money over God. If you believe in God, that's your business. But I'm using that as an example. We go out day in and day out, making money more important than what is right. Integrity becomes secondary to us, and willing to give that. We are not willing to have integrity because the money has taken over us, the fame has taken over us, and doing what right isn't give me. It's doing what's wrong takes over. We as a people in our society today give up so much integrity to do what we think is monetary, which it is, it's monetary. And some of these guys I've seen on here, it's sad. One guy thinks he's a vet, which I do believe he is, but they see dollar signs, and there's a couple others out there, but they see dollar signs over what's right. Nobody with any integrity, without any integrity, I should say, would hurt another human being. When you give up integrity, a good example is a person doing this to a family for clicks and views, and he thinks he's really famous. That's not having integrity. That's a lack of integrity. We got to get over that in itself, too. Not him. That's his business if he wants to. But when you see this over and over and over again, it makes you wonder about some things people do. You know, think about when you was growing up. If you were act like that and didn't have integrity towards other people, what would your parents done? Why are you doing it? I'm 65, and I am criticizing here to a point, but it's just what I've seen out there. It isn't any really any individual, it's just what people have done. They have made integrity not all that important. And I feel sorry for people that do that. When you're willing to give up your integrity, you're also willing to give up your soul. You're willing to give up everything in this world about you. You care less about people, and you don't care about anything but yourself. When you have integrity, you don't do things like that. You go help people instead of try to hurt them. You don't use a child to go after a mother because you don't like the mother, you going after the child. That's not integrity. That's being a jerk. When you pile on these other channels and afraid to stand up for something because you're afraid another person will come along and criticize you, which you probably got some viewers from, you see that money going by the wayside and you're willing to give up everything. You're willing to give up your integrity for a joke. And when you do, what I mean by a joke is when you give up your integrity, you're willing to give up anything in your life for a monetary purpose, which only you gains you. You're the only one going to gain anything from it. And without integrity in this life, we would be so much worse off. I'm glad more people know what the word integrity means. They do not go out and do what a lot of these people are doing today. Integrity is something that can't be hidden, it should be out front. If you have integrity, you should never give up. If you have integrity, you should always look forward to be better and improve. When you don't have that integrity, your chances of improving your own self is way, way low because every one of us needs to improve ourselves. And without integrity and knowing integrity exists, we will go in the opposite direction. I know some people won't catch on to what I'm talking about, others will. But when you don't have in your heart the integrity to do what is right, you will always want to do something that's wrong. And they do go hand in hand. A lot of people don't sit down and think about it, but it does go in hand in hand. You know, integrity is so important in a person's life, or it should be. Some people it don't. You take a narcissist or a bully, there's no such thing as integrity to them. A narcissist and a bully will never have integrity. A narcissist and a bully is only in it for themselves. They may use other people to get what they want, but there's no integrity there. How many people have you worked with in your lifetime that's gone out and really didn't have any integrity? You were the piece of crap, but they were going to succeed and walk all over you at all cost. That person really don't have integrity. And it's a joke when they do that. Remember, be faithful to yourself, have the integrity to go forward, love the people around you. See, even love, if you don't have integrity, you'll never be able to step up and say I love you. You never will. So that word integrity means a lot to a lot of people. I mean, you can vary it what it means to you, but without that integrity, we have nothing. Without that integrity, we're taking a back seat to ourselves. Yes, to ourselves. Sometimes when we forget, and like I said, all of us at some point get so we don't really realize we're willing to give up our integrity for something bad. Most of us catch it and we'll stop it. Integrity is something that is not necessarily not worked on. You have to work on integrity. You cannot go out in the world and think about integrity without learning what it's about and how to use it. If you've never been around are people around you, or you were never taught integrity, well, chances are you won't know exactly how to use it either. Integrity, like I said earlier, is a very, very important thing we do. It is so important. Our life revolves around it. If you're a bully, you have no integrity. If you're a narcissist, you don't have any integrity. And that's a shame. The people with integrity will gain more in life than them without. Always remember, we have to start somewhere. And when we learn about integrity and what it means and how to get to that point, it will mean a lot more to you and your soul and your heart than ever before. When you have integrity, you're going to help people. You're going out and do the extra. When you have integrity, you may even help somebody you dislike. I've done that. But with integrity comes with you know how to do the right thing. And that's very, very important. Doing the right thing. Whether people like it or not, you have to step up and do that. And without integrity, you'll never figure that out. We can make up stuff and lie about stuff. Well, that's not integrity. That's going the cheap way out instead of reality. Integrity is also a meaning of reality. If you have, because they go hand in hand. If you don't have integrity, you're more than likely not going to live in reality. If you have integrity, you're going to live in reality. And I mean, I got family members that's really not, I like them, and don't get me wrong, and I love them, but their integrity is very low. Friends I've been around, sometimes it's that way. I try to avoid a lot of them people, even if I like them. Sometimes their integrity pushes me away from them. No, I'm not preaching here. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody because I'm not. I have fallen into the trap of forgetting what integrity really is, and I admit it, but I've corrected myself and went forward. And that's one thing we all should do. When we see this stuff going on and we're going, "Oh crap, that's showing I don't got a lot of integrity." You change it. You go forward. You do what you need to do. Don't listen to everybody that's in here or somewhere else in your family that has no integrity is telling you how to live your life. When they are out there telling you how to live your life and they really don't have any integrity, they will make your life miserable because they want you to do what they're doing. A good example of integrity, this was with me. Okay, for almost 2 years, I did door to door sales. Yeah, it kind of sucked in a way, but the last 9 months, I was a van manager and closer. In other words, I'd go in and close a sale. Well, I always was told, and I did good. I didn't do bad at all. Well, if you did this, you can sell more, or you could get more people to buy for this guy. No, my integrity said not to lie, not to manipulate, just go out and tell the truth. And that's what I did. The only reason I quit doing it is I want to be home more. Because where I'm at, when you're doing door to door, you got a lot of countryside to travel to get anywhere. But I could not go and just not have integrity when I was